All right, so the point of this is we try to get prison stories out of people who kind of serve some time. Um, First and foremost, the first thing we try to get an idea of, and again, you could kind of think about anything that ever happened, but uh, was there ever a time you're in prison where either it just got dangerous, whether for you, for someone else, and how bad did it get? If like an event or something that happened, whether prison riot, someone stabbed up, you have any stories of anything crazy happening?
I was in Coleman Penn, so in the feds they got levels. They got a max, uh, high, medium, and low, and then camp. I was in the high. I don't know how I got there. I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was there. I had 7 years, and oh, I did know. They went off. They give you a perm system, so they go about how your criminal history was. And what I found out once I left the pen was that it was on my record that I was trying to run over police. So that made my criminal history high. So I winded up in a pen around people. I think I was probably the shortest one on the yard. Nobody on it. Everybody I ran across was going to be in there for the rest of their life. I ran across gangster co-defendant Blabber. He had gave his time back. He had life. Be Stupid out the Noya. He had 25. 10 Wall Fat. He a legend from New Orleans in the feds. He had life plus something. So I was around everybody that when you go look him up on BOP, it said deceased.
Wow. Did you try to run over a police officer?
I was trying to run away, so they made it look like it was more than what it was. I was in a stolen car, and if they behind you, I'm not just gonna wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Did you ever see any either anybody get jumped, stabbed, just anybody get done dirty in there?
So within my first month, I think I saw. Well, I heard I was in the cell. I couldn't see because it was locked down. Dude got stabbed up in his cell. They locked us down. What I did witness, I was locked up with one of the. He was in my unit. One of the uh, cartel bosses that was beefing with El Chapo, the brothers. I was locked up. I mean, he had it. When the Spanish and the Mexicans beef, they had to go talk to him. He had the yard, so he walked with bodyguards and everything. But I was in that unit, and the day before I left, because I had to get my GED to get my perms down. And once I got them down, they moved me to a medium. And the day before I left, I was on the yard and I saw it was three of them, three Spanish dudes. One was fighting off one. The other two, they was while he fighting off one behind him poking him with a knife. He taking it. He getting in. I'm just looking, and I think that was one of the times where it really sat with me. Like I ain't trying to come back to this. This not I don't want this not where I want my life to be. Where I have to witness a stand on all 10 all day every night. So that was the most wildest experience I saw, and I wasn't trying to see that again. That's why I came home. You know what I'm saying? It was an eye opener.
When it comes to doing your time, was there ever a time either you, again, you're serving time with other guys who've been in there a lot longer or have more time. Did you ever see someone break due to the despair of being in there? Like, or did you ever have a time where you kind of broke down? Like,
Nah, I never seen nobody break. I mean, nobody really gonna let you see that. You know, you gotta always, if you ain't tough, even act tough. But I had 7 years. I mean, I knew I had daylight. So, and I'm like, once the police put the handcuffs on me, I had in my head, I gotta go do time. So I knew I had to go, and I was like, I'm gonna see daylight. So I was cool. But I never saw nobody break down, and I never was in that situation like I wanted to just, do cry or something. It was I just took my lick.
did you ever have a love story in there yourself, or knew somebody that might have messed either got with a CEO or got with someone outside, pen pal? Did you experience that, or did someone you know ever like just fell in love, got married or something while they was in there?
Um, Nah, I mean they had dudes I did the dating sites on that writer prisoner and all that, and I did that, but it was never nothing. I never they had dudes they looked up on and they got their little golden chicken, but I never looked up on that. Never had no CEO. Not in the feds. I probably had a CEO let me whack off on her and she look at that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But other than relationships, oh, I did. I did have one. We went in the feds. I wound up meeting one that used to work in the jail and came home, and just because she worked, I wanted to hit her and got, I did followed up. That's about it.
Got to follow up.
Yeah.
Was there a situation in which either you helped somebody out or somebody helped you out, like gave a helping hand to like either teach them something about their case or someone helping you with yours or anything like that? Like, have you ever helped anybody that helped you? Is there a story around someone just looking out for you?
With the case, no, like I had 7. Everybody I was around they was sitting. So my little case compared to theirs was like irrelevant. So I didn't know nothing about the case. I think Gangster co-defendant, like he knew the law work. So I go chill with him in the law library and we'll just be chopping up. But it wasn't really he'll be showing me cases, but it was nothing that I took to the streets to learn. You pick up on some things, but nothing pertaining to my case, none pertaining to his case. But nah, I ain't never had that. I know people that did it, and I never helped nobody because I ain't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? When it came to that, I was illiterate on that. So, yeah.
Did you ever have a cellmate?
I had a cellmate every spot I went to.
Is there any stories that revolve around a cellmate that you had, whether something happened to him, anything, him getting off,
Right before I left, man, I had did it. So I had the 7 years. Off the 7, I had to do like 6. I went to the drug program. The drug program is for anybody that sold drugs and all that. When you do the drug program for 9 months, you get a year off your sentence. So anybody in jail that's gonna get that year off your sentence, you're gonna do it. So I did that, past that. Wound up going to my last spot in Houston, FDC. And I got my cell, he was from my cell, and we had it took me, I didn't respect him at first. I'm gonna just say that. I didn't have no respect for him because he gave lane to me.